Okay, folks, this is one of those videos. Do you make it or don't you make it? So I was preparing my mowing deck over here to mount on my tractor and go out and mow my lawn. And while I was working on it, I'm thinking, do I make a video of this or don't I make a video of it? One incentive not to make it was that the mosquitoes were really bad and I was getting chewed up as I was working on it. I don't know if you can see the mosquitoes, but they're all around me. And I also thought, well, will it serve a purpose? Will anybody need a video like this? So I got the work all done. And then I thought, well, I'll just make a quick video on what I did to prep it. There may be somebody out there that could use the video that's got a similar mowing deck as I have. So we'll go through what I did really quick. I don't want to take too long because I'm getting chewed up by mosquitoes. And then we'll mount it on the tractor. I do have the Retailrems footstep on the side of my tractor. I mentioned last year that I would see how the mowing deck fit with the step. So we'll take a look at that after I get the mowing deck under the tractor. So thanks for watching. This is a 60-inch mid-mount mowing deck. Goes under the tractor here. I'm not sure of the model number. It should be here. Must be 2325. As I said, 60-inch mowing deck. So there are a number of places to grease on the mowing deck. The only thing I didn't do, I greased everything up. Everything's ready to go. The only thing I didn't do was sharpen the blades underneath. I'm not going to lift that up. That thing is heavy. I'm not going to lift that to show you the blades. I looked at them while I had the mowing deck upright. They could use sharpening, but they're in good shape otherwise, so I just left them for now. But as I said, there are a number of places to hit with the grease gun, and we'll go over those. The first thing I did, though, was check the gearbox here. This bolt here, that's a 14 millimeter. That's to check the oil level in the gearbox. It takes 80 weight gear oil. When you take this out, the oil should just drip out a little bit. This 14 millimeter bolt here is the drain plug for the gear oil. So I checked mine. It was just a little low. I topped it off, closed that up. So the gearbox is set to go. And then I went around and found all the little grease fittings, the little zerts. There's one on the universal joint right here. So I hit that one. Oddly enough, there is not a grease fitting on this universal joint here. I don't know why, but there's no grease fitting on that one. There are grease fittings on the pulleys here. One at this end. One at this end. A grease fitting right here on the pulley arm, idle arm, whatever you call it. There's one right there. I didn't see one on the pulley under here, so I don't think there's one there. Maybe the gearbox oil takes care of that, although I doubt it. A little bit of a puddle here from oil that dripped, and that's something you want to watch for. You want to be careful not to get any oil on the belt or on the pulley there, so it'll cause the belt to slip. Let's see, where else are we with grease fittings? We've got grease fittings down in here for the wheels. Let's see if I can get in a little closer. Hard to see, it's kind of dark here in the barn, but there's a grease fitting in here. Greaser, they grease that one up. Another one over on this wheel as well, same place. Right in there. And then I don't think, oh yeah, there's one right here. This is on the front end of the mowing deck. Another zert there. Another one on the other front wheel right here. And then what I did is I also put some grease on the shafts here for the wheels. Just greased up the shaft so it would slide up and down better. They were a little rusty, kind of tight, so I threw some grease on there on each one. And let's see, was there anything else? I think that's about it. There's two covers that go on over the pulleys. Go on here, like so. Those are two 12mm bolts. And then you hit the little latch here to hold it on. One at each end. And there's the other one. And then I went around and just checked all of the bolts to make sure, like on the gearbox here, make sure all the bolts were tight. Down there. Make sure everything was tight. Cleaned off some of the junk from the last time I used it. A lot of leaves and debris built up under the covers there. So when you take those off, there's usually a little nest in there of all kinds of junk. I think that's it. So we'll slide it under the tractor and see how it hooks up. Okay, she's mounted. I didn't bore you with all the details of hooking everything up underneath. But there's the Retailrems. It's hard to see starch in here. There's the Retailrems step from Mark Biro. Very handy, very useful step. I'm glad I got it. And it interfered not at all with the installation of the mowing deck. It didn't interfere with sliding the deck underneath the tractor. It didn't interfere with the installation at all in any way. So, a great product. I recommend it highly. So everything's hooked up with the mowing deck. Except for the drive shaft under there. That's always the most fun part. Sometimes it pops right in, other times you got to play with it. But that's it. It's all installed, ready to go. So I'll hook up the drive shaft and then take it out for a spin. Thanks for watching. One other thing, with the mowing deck fully raised, the step still doesn't interfere. There's still probably an inch and a half or so of clearance, an inch to inch and a half of clearance. So it still doesn't interfere at all. It's perfect. So I thought I'd show that as well. Thanks again.